We just finished the first week of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's release, and it came with a host of tournaments with a huge variety of characters and slightly different rule sets. I thought I'd put together a video series that helps collect data like this all into one convenient spot. My name is AustyLaVista, and this is Smash Ultimate Recap number 1. Let's start with the huge weekend tournaments that took place. On Saturday, Tweaks Crom took Sky's Ultimate's Invitational over DjjD's Palutena, Olimar, and Richter without dropping a single set the entire way. He managed to take out Mr. E, Larry Lur, and DjjD without dropping a single game until Grand Finals, netting him $5,000, which was a good chunk of the $12,500 pot. The tournament's sudden announcement was met with criticism since it was occurring during the same time as another big tournament, Don't Park on the Grass 2018. But was quickly diminished when Sky reached out to their staff in Seattle to make sure the streams were only overlapped during Melee pools, and even donated $2,500 with $1,500 of that going into their ultimate pot, in good faith. Speaking of Don't Park on the Grass, their finals took place the following day, with MVD Snake putting on a fantastic performance, double eliminating ESAM's Pikachu both in Winners Finals and Grand Finals. With over $8,500 on the line, MVD went home with over $2,300 and was even featured on SportsCenter's Snapchat for top plays.
You want to talk where are you going? You want to talk about traveling, bruh? That was a first-class express to goddamnville.
Over in Japan, we had Shuton's Olimar winning Umebura SP over Choco's Zero Suit Samus, clawing his way through a huge event filled with 746 entrants and only single elimination. That means he couldn't drop a set. On the internet, we had DM Brandon and Coney hosting Last Stock, a US Arcadian by high percent. Just like in Japan, it was set to single elimination with a whopping 1,617 competitors. Zomba's Roy ended up winning the week-long sponsorship from High Percent Podcast to compete at Genesis 6, covering registration, flight, hotel, 2 custom-made jerseys, and an additional $300 to cover food and Uber costs. Going over locals, we had Tyrant's Cloud beat I'm Hip's Olimar Monday at Mega Smash Mondays 169. Dexter's Wolf narrowly defeating ZD's Fox Tuesday at Xanadu 280. Sinji's Pac-Man clutching out against John Numbers' Inkling on Wednesday at Xeno 139. And Sam Sora's Peach shutting down 8-Bit Man's Rob, Diddy Kong, and Jigglypuff Thursday at VSGC's first Ultimate Weekly. Another MSM came by the following Monday as Larry Lur's Fox took out I'm Hip's Olimar. I kept this section light for the first week, but if any of you have other locals you'd wish to report, leave them in the comments section below. Linking both the bracket and a video to Grand Finals is helpful. In general, all the tournaments mentioned ran 3 stock, items set to off and none, no final smash meter, and me customs allowed, with the exception to Umebura SP only allowing 1111 for me's. For the timer, VG Bootcamp ran 6 minutes, 2G Gaming, House of 3000 versus Gaming Center, and Don't Park on the Grass using 7 minutes, and Sky's Invitational as well as Umebura SP setting it to 8 minutes. Stage hazards were generally set to off, with 2G Gaming and versus Gaming Center trying a mixed stage list. On the topic of stages, the most common starter list consisted of Battlefield, Final Destination, Smashville, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Kalos Pokemon League, with VSGC and Don't Park on the Grass replacing Kalos with Town and City. Counterpicks were all over the place, but a common theme seemed to be Yoshi's Island as well as Town and City being a mainstay. Another interesting note is Versus opting to use Pokemon Stadium 1 instead of 2. Umebura SP was a special case and got rid of stage strikes, bans, and counterpicks completely, going with a simple stage list instead. Game 1 would be played on an Omega version of a random stage, Game 2 on a Battlefield version of a random stage, with Game 3 ending on Pokemon Stadium 2. 2G Gaming has noted that there were over 30 instances of incorrect stage starts happening mid-tournament at Mega Smash Mondays, and are heavily considering switching to using hazards off in the future, but for now, we'll continue testing. To finish off the video, I'll just show off statistics going over stages played on, as well as character usage. please note that this data is only collected from the top 8s from Sky's Ultimate Invitational and Don't Park on the Grass 2018. This also means that there was no information collected from Winners Round 1, or Winners Quarters, of the Invitational. Inkling was the most popular pick today, coming in with 13 game wins, but they were played a lot by Cosmos and Nakat in the loser side of the bracket, thus giving them more games to win with. Braum and Snake were only played by Tweak and MBD, respectively, and they were the winners of the tournaments, yet they only had 9 wins, so please keep that in mind. The biggest bit of information that stood out was the popularity of Pokemon Stadium 2, being played on a total of 25 times, or roughly 1/3 of all the games played, with it being selected as a starter 13 times, or 65% of all the game ones. A huge surprise to myself was the lack of Battlefield, only being selected twice, once by MVD and another by Congo, with both being counterpicks against ESAM. Battlefield did show up a bunch of times during Winners Quarters of the Invitational, but after that first round, we never saw it again during the whole top 8 section. Coming up this weekend, we're going to have Super Splat Brothers in Oakland, California with $10,000 on the line for singles, as well as the NYXL Pop Up tournament in Brooklyn, New York with $2,000 at stake. That's it for the first Smash Ultimate recap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, think about following me on Twitter and Twitch, or even dropping a like and subscribe on YouTube. My name's AustyLaVista, and I'll see you guys next time.